everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to my YouTube channel. Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to start an astrological live stream. Thank you very much for being here once again. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity and responsibility as well. We will be talking about Mercury retrograde in Capricorn for all signs. We're gonna do an astro reading and a tarot reading as well. Just communicating on Discord, you can type !Discord to join our Discord and communicate with us. And we are ready to start. Hi, once again, happy Sunday to you. Sunday in Capricorn, we are paying more attention to our own new ways to think, act and see the world and express ourselves in new, fresh, practical, creative, logistical, perhaps limited, perhaps creating some new realistic boundaries as well. Alright? So, new ways to be practical, to be real, right? But now we will be transiting or using that a bit more to the past and a bit more analyzing. So we'll be looking into the past and analyzing more from a distance, more from a background perspective, or analyzing our background is actually a great term to describe Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So your mind, how you think and communicate, and the things that you think and communicate about can be going back in time to remember some rough times. Or it might not be clear memories and you actually thinking about that. Depending on your Mercury placement, it might be not a feeling per se, but you have a feeling or an emotion creating a reaction within you, reacting to those past moments as well, or to present moments, but your mind will be focused on those past moments. So that subconscious wave can influence your mind, or your mind can already be in that state and receive and analyze and process and communicate those subconscious, more harsh, rough, feeling the pressure type of states, okay? So welcome to the live stream, everybody. Welcome also to the recorded version if you are not watching live. Remember to press the like button. Remember to type !Discord to reach the Discord. Remember to check the LinkTrees in the description down below to reach more of mine's and my beautiful partner Daria's content. And remember that I do natal chart readings and tarot readings if you want to know more about yourself, or just if you want to receive a reading from my perspective, from my angle. Okay, so let's move on and let's go for tarot reading of today's energy. You know, let's go. Every day on Discord you have a daily tarot reading and a daily astro reading as well, for you to get more familiarized with my type of reading. And let's move on. You guys can hear the cards shuffling. That's what we want. That's what we like. Oh, we have two cards. All right. Oh, but one is hiding. Okay, so first card. Let me put them on the screen first. Not the first card. They came out at the same time, right? So it is the Wheel of Fortune. Let's go Wheel of Fortune, y'all. And Princess of Wands. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune and the Princess of Wands are today's tarot cards that are representing the most likely states of beings that we generally, as a general group of spirits that create similar shapes and forms, similar mentalities, are going to be experiencing. And these can be states. Then, depending on your alignments, you can just go through them, you can get fixed on them, you might get strong, or you might get excited with them, or you might not be interested, you might reject it, or you might feel pressured and negative about those alignments or about these states of beings that the cards are representing. So first, Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, it means there is the opportunity, the possibility, or the most or highest possibility of change, of expansion, of your accumulation made you go somewhere. It created something for you and you are realizing it right now. Or on a more subconscious level, this can be seen as you are traveling to a new space. You are expanding your awareness and you can see more and better of the current state that you are in right now. Okay? But I think it's more likely we subconsciously traveling to somewhere new, because then we have Summer, Princess of Wands, and that means that we are creating or realizing that we have a new way, internal way, to deal with our own feelings, our own spirituality, individuality, spiritual belief systems, esoteric wisdom, and how we see ourselves in the world. Okay? We are creating all those new things within us, or we are realizing that, hey, I didn't realize before, but I've been feeling a bit different about myself and about how I express myself in this specific situation. And that can be a fruit of the expansion of the Wheel of Fortune, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is like you have a spinning wheel with a lot of prizes, and then it lands on a specific prize. The thing is, the size of the slices of the pie, aka the chances of getting a certain outcome, depends on how much were you expanding on your own in that area. Because then you are expanding on your own, and then the universe or some other spirits, that's what the universe means, they come to that area where you were already expanding, and they expand it with you. That's what literally means. You take one step and the universe takes the other. You take one step and God takes the other. Okay? You are already working, creating feelings, emotions, imaginations, visions in one specific state of being on a goal you want to manifest. Then the universe comes in and helps you out. All right? And the Wheel of Fortune is you are getting one of those spaces where you were already working from or on. Okay? And then, most likely, because tarot for daily energies or for the collective is in general, okay? This might not be the case for you if you are going on a very specific state of being. If you are going on a very specific, very unique path, most likely you will not experience this, or you will still be experiencing these states of beings, but it might, how I'm communicating to you, the message might not relate with you because you might be on a very specific path, okay? But still in those nations, because remember, or think about it, it's a state of being, a spiritual state, a state of spirit, right? And you have countries and organizations, geographically speaking, that are states. The United States, the Arab states, the European Union with its state members, right? And the government that rules a country is called the state, right? So that all represents or is made out of specific spiritual states, Okay, and that's what they are trying to maintain in the geographical realm. That's why you have like certain countries that are very small right next to huge ass countries, because that means that that country that is very small could not be considered the same state that the other big ass country, because the ideals and the culture and the feelings and the vibe of the people and the place that were living in that smaller place are too different, too distinct, too unique to be mixed up and organized and seen as a mess by whoever is organizing. And some countries, I mean, most countries' origins was the people organizing themselves. Today is not the people organizing themselves, is somebody else organizing the people. All right? And that's not good or bad, because that happened for a reason. The people let that happen. So you can't really criticize, you can criticize whoever is running the people, but you have to criticize them as much as you criticize the people. Okay? Because the people allow that to happen. The people wanted that to happen. Because you can be fooled to a certain point. Then if you really care about your individuality, if you really care about being influential and powerful in the world, you will be. You know what I'm saying? Even if there is huge groups and organizations already doing that, the universe is infinite, right? There is space for everybody. That's what you have to realize. You just gotta be on your own space or your own state, right? And you might be, and all of this to allegorize to the fact that you might be in those states, but in a specific road that nobody else is in. Because imagine the Princess of Wands is like Spain, I don't know, imagine. And the Wheel of Fortune is the USA. You might be on a plane from USA, the Wheel of Fortune, to Spain, the Princess of Wands. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else might be doing that same travel, but on a boat. And those are two completely different experiences, two completely different travels. You see different landscapes, you meet different people, you feel different ways, right? And that's it. That was a very good explanation for tarot in general. Right, hold on. Okay, okay. And let's go for today's energies, astrologically speaking, which is Sunday. That means that we are paying more attention to the sun energy, to the sun influence, to the sun light, to the sun's desires, because the planets were created by spirits themselves, like you were created by your own spirit, right? So that spirit or that group of spirits, because teamwork makes a dream work, they were on a specific state of being, they were being in a certain specific way, and they created the sun. That's why the sun is different from the moon and the moon is different from Mars, because they were created in specific states. So when we get influenced by the sun, we get influenced by that state. But hold on, that's not our state. The influence that we receive from the sun, we don't necessarily need it. It's not necessarily beneficial for you. It might be, it might not be. Then that's important, or it's important to know your own influence. So when you are receiving the sun or whatever influence coming from a specific state, you know your influence, you know that influence, and then when those influences come together and create new influences, you can know what's good for you, what's bad for you. You can know how much of a percentage level to act on or not act on. You know what type of individuals to connect more or a little bit less on that specific way. But it all starts on you knowing your own influence. Because if you don't know your own influence, natal chart, dreams, goals for the future, goals for the present, deep memories from the past. If you don't know that, and some subconscious shit, these just some examples that we can relate with. All right. If you don't know that, you can't do the spiritual math and do all the good calculations and preparations to interpret your situations. Let's go. So Sunday, we're receiving the influence from the sun, which is in Capricorn. So the earth, or what we call the earth, the thing we live on, because once again, it's not really important if the earth is flat. It's not really important if the earth is round. It's not really important if earth is something else. What is important is you recognizing that as you are a being and you have beings living within you, the earth is a being on itself. It's being, even a dead rock is existing. It's being, so it's a being. Okay? That's a fact. That's like semantics or whatever, right? It's words. It's not me inventing anything out of nowhere right now. But, and, the earth is its own being in a specific, unique way. Every spirit is individual, and every spirit has a soul. It's solo way of being, unique way of being. So what's important to know about the earth is not its shape, it's not its form, it's the essence or the influence, or in a real way, the intention that it's vibing or it's existing right now, because you are living on it. So it's the first influence that you receive, even before the moon, even before the first external, very important, the first external influence that you receive before the moon and before the sun is the earth. So that's what's really important to know. Okay? And the earth right now, or what we call earth, the thing that we call earth, is in the 4th house, in the Cancer house, in the cardinal water house. So we are going through kinda cold waters, but waters that move fast and create new portals and create new whirlpools, aka worlds, real fast, right? And the sun, the light that we are following as an example, because many spirits, almost all spirits that live in this earth, in this realm, came here following the sun. That's why the sun is so big right now, because it has gathered a lot of attention and a lot of spirits are working for it, sending energy and movement and life, aka attention, because attention is a form of tension, like intention, right? But we are using that light, that wave of influence to help us out in these waters, to help us navigate. Instead of being whirlpool after whirlpool, aka chaos, we still be like that, super initiative, but more structured. It's not like whirlpool. It's like whirlpool. Okay, build something here. Go to the next whirlpool. Which one? Oh, we can choose now. Yes, because we can analyze. So you are not drifting from world to world. You are going into a world, analyzing it yourself. Okay, then we can go to the left world. We can go to the right world. We can go to that world. Or you can go to this world. Let's go. What is more beneficial? Let's make the calculations. Okay? So, Sun in Capricorn, like I said earlier, we are paying attention to new ways to have stability, to have responsibility, or to look responsible, because Earth energy many times can be just about looking a certain way or feeling a certain way, because Earth is the feminine recipient, receiving side of the external characteristic. So Earth can think and feel as well. Earth can share the higher chakras and the lower chakras. The air element is external and external. The water element is internal and internal. So they can still share it in course, everything is possible, but it's more difficult. It requires more effort. It requires more energy. Or it's just like less clear for them, less obvious. Okay? So then we have the moon in Taurus, in earth energy as well, but it's fixed earth. So we are feeling, we are reacting, and we are attracting fixed feelings, emotions, and states or things that we think that will make us feel safe. Earth can overdo in that way. Think or plan about something that will make you feel safe or satisfied. And that can be very exhausting for the earth sign or the spirit using the earth energy in that moment. You know what I'm saying? But we are feeling very fixed, or we are feeling very attracted to those new creative ways to have stability, security, and profitability in your life as well. All right? So, negative point of this: somebody can present you a new way to make extra money or faster money, and you can make sense real good about how that can grant you security in your life. But what you're not understanding is that the feeling of safety is reflecting the arguments and the conditions that that person or the new situation or the new project is vibing on. So you might feel comfortable, you might feel like you want to compromise and fixate yourself in that situation, and you might think it will make you feel good and stable. And it might, but it might not work out. You might end up in a bad situation, looking bad. You might be trusting somebody that is about to hurt not even you but others, because it is Earth, it's more a common plane. Okay? Earth, that's why we called Earth to what we're living in right now. It was not the other way around. Hi Steven, welcome to the live stream. It was not we calling Earth to the planet and then calling Earth to the way of being, to the element. No, it was the other way around. First we understood that we do things in a specific way, aka accumulation, taking care of something, taking care of business, sacrificing your feelings and your individuality a little bit to build and maintain, right? And then we realized, wait, the plane we are living in right now, it really looks like what we do in the spiritual realm. Oh, let's call that. So it's easy for us to relate with each other and understand our experiences. All right? So, where I was going? Because you might be fixating on the new opportunity that even might be beneficial for you, or it might be neutral for you, but whoever was presenting to you that new way to make faster money is about to hurt somebody else. And then now you are fixated, you are associated. You should have learned with the Aquarius to read through your associations, or to not go as deep and as fixed into that situation. And then when others get hurt by that other individual, they will look at you and associating you with the scenario of being hurt financially. For an example, positive side of this is you can see in your own fixed way to feel secure, stable, and profitable. So you can see the sun within yourself, moon in Taurus, moon, you can see new ways to actually make that feeling come true. Or you can see new ways to act that will attract more, or the completion, the balancing of those states that the moon in Taurus is bringing to you. All right? And let's move on. But in general is a gift to feel comfortable or to get fixated in new, practical, real, logical ways to have security, stability, and efficiency, profitability, organization, a good status in your life. All those good earth things that everybody likes. That's true. That's true. That's why we live in a planet that moves and behaves in an Earth-like way. All right. Whew. Let's go. Let me breathe a little bit. Get centered. It's a very earthly day, right? Let's get centered. So Venus already 28 degrees, Venus already in the cusp, that's true. Venus already in the cusp of Capricorn and Aquarius. Venus in Aquarius will be interesting, especially when it gets closer to Saturn, because then reality can become a bit more fun, a bit more relatable, while building unique associations and circumstances, but that's predicting the future. Let's not do that right now. Jupiter still 1 degree Aries. Alright. Mercury 23 Cap. Mars 8 degrees Gemini. Will Mars be back in Taurus? I don't think so. I think it will come out of retrograde soon. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. Alright. We're ready. And okay, we're already 26 minutes in, but I think we can do a quick astro reading plus numerology gematria reading of everybody else. So Sun in Capricorn 11 degrees, we are finding more unique external examples of how we see these new stable ways and activities, or we are finding within ourselves new ways to see ourselves as having unique circumstances or being unique enough to transform the world around you and create new circumstances to have stability and security in your life. Mercury retrograde 23 degrees of Capricorn, thinking and communicating about past ways where we had to create new physical circumstances, and we are getting emotionally attached or emotionally affected, and more positively we are recognizing our own value in those situations or the value of the situations that we have created. Venus in Capricorn 28 degrees, relating our deep experiences or relating, showing others that we are stuck in a loop about new practical relationships. Mars in Gemini retrograde 8 degrees, experiencing a loop or experiencing a very constant travel into the past, into the same memories, into the same repetitions of you communicating and associating your passions, motivations, aggressions, and frustrations in very light, disassociated, and logical ways. Then, Jupiter 1 degree Aries, realizing the new step and the individuality of new, creative, unique, powerful experiences and travels, most likely involving expressing something that was really deep within you or really deep in the spiritual realm. Saturn in Aquarius 22 degrees, we are trying to relate more to our relationships, or we want to relate our relationships into a bigger arena. So we are thinking and communicating and analyzing in a more structured way, or we want to be seen like that. So we are using our mind to organize the information in a broader aspect about our unique, rebel, stable, changing, and progressive associations, mental or real constructions, and scenarios of teamwork. Uranus in Taurus, where is it? It's right there, 15 degrees. That means that we are feeling more attached to our unique perspective or unique experiences, dealing with unique and new changes when it comes to getting fixated in a secure and profitable way. So that means that we can bring power, control, and attention to those scenarios. Then Neptune in Pisces, 22 degrees as well. We want to make sense and analyze and communicate about deep and wide dreams, illusions, and imaginations in a broader scale, in a higher dimension. Lastly, but not least, Pluto in Capricorn, 27 degrees, ascending, how we feel and see deep moments of transformation, where we had to create new ways, or we were forced to create new ways to be stable and secure in our lives, or elevating yourself through perhaps traumatic, scary, very intense ways or experiences that force you to create those new stabilities. All right, all right. Now let's move on to the tarot reading, to the tarot part. Let's shuffle the card a little bit, making them go into this space right now. Oh, actually, I just had a cool idea. Hold on. We can just like do this. Okay, you know, we are in Aries right now. So people that come into the stream, they know. People watching on the YouTube bar, they know where Aries is. So perhaps we make this a little bit bigger. Hope people can see this clearly, especially on the small screens like phone. It might not be very visible, but let's move on. So Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, tarot reading for all signs starting right now. So if you have Sun, Rising, Moon, or Mars in Aries, you are squaring this Mercury retrograde right now. So you are learning how to deal with past moments, or past moments that are appearing right now into your life, as in people, places, and things, communications, or relationships, and they are testing you, or they are forcing you, or you feel that from the situation, to be more responsible, more limited, and more practical. Okay, Princess of Swords might appear in your way, so you might feel very lonely, but that indicates that you are creating a new clear space. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Some scatteredness. Oh, but we got a card. Out, out, out of the scatteredness, you will get some clarity. And the scatteredness might be the tension, the trouble, the turbulence, turbulence, turbo of the learning process, of the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was a bit out of range there. I was a bit more to that side. Now I'm cooler. And you got Two of Cups. That means that you will experience or feel the lack of, or just be forced to go deeper into your relationships, get more personal with your conversations and partnerships, get more responsible, private, and recognize more the value, aka if you should participate or not, analyze and rationalize how much energy and attention should you give to those relationships. But, or and on the positive side, you can experience, discover, or rediscover a very safe, deep, and juicy relationship or way to connect and communicate with yourself and others. Now we're gonna move to Taurus. So this will take a bit longer today because we will write the text, but it's fine. All right, we in Taurus right now. So if you have a sun, moon, rising, Venus, or sun sign Scorpio, because Taurus is also ruled by the Earth, and your Earth sign is the opposing to your sun sign. So if you have Sun in Scorpio, your Earth sign is the opposite to that, which is Taurus. So you got less of a percentage, but also a little bit of interest in this part of the reading. So you are trining this Mercury in retrograde in Capricorn. So you have a gift to get fixated or to bring support to past moments, past thoughts, or relationships that initiated or that you manifested by initiating new practical ways to think, communicate, analyze, and act in the world. Yeah. You can be a bit stubborn. You can get a bit shy. Let's go. You got 5 of Cups. What does that mean, Taurus? That means that you are going deep into your emotions, deep into your feelings, deep into your dreams, illusions, and imaginations. You are going deep into your more spiritual, dream, and perhaps whimsical relationships. But this means that as a Taurus, with the moon exalted in Taurus, ruled by the Earth, ruled by Venus, if you have a strong intent, if you have a strong spiritual state connected to a fixed physical state that you are in or you want to obtain in order to satisfy this deep connection, this deep spiritual wisdom or whatever, you will make it. That's a gift. Okay? Especially because retrograde times, retrograde energies always benefit the fixed signs or always are a bit more favorable to the fixed signs because retrograde involves slowing down and fixed signs are already slowing down or they are the energy of accumulation, okay, and that involves slowing down. All right, so it's really a gift for you, Taurus. Make it worth. Focus on your own feelings and emotions, search and seek that very strong spiritual connection, and then beyond that state create those fluids. And Mercury retrograde in Capricorn will help your mind bring that into reality. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, yo. It's a Gemini. Oh, that's not what I want here. It's not this. Hold on. Gemini. It's a Gemini. Geminio. It's a Geminio, bro. It's a Geminio. This is my Dominio. Can we see that? Yeah, we can see that. Can't we see the Gemini on the screen? I'm not a Gemini. I have actually no planet in Gemini. I have in Aquarius, Libra, but I don't have in Gemini. No, sir, I don't. So, Geminis. Scattered as hell. Bro, the whole deck went to the ground. What the hell, Geminis? You're scattered more scattered than usual. Bro, you might stress heat a lot, Geminis. I got just when this happened, I got this deep dark hole in my stomach. I'm getting really hungry right now. You guys might stress eat a lot, not stress heat. Maybe stress heat. You might get overheated by stress. God damn, Geminis, that's pressure from Capricorn. Remembering some dark moments. Hey, Gemini. Well, you can't run away forever. You and Sagittarius, you can't run away forever. The only thing you and Sag share is the running away aspect. You can't run away forever. No, not from yourself. So, if you have Sun, the Moon, Mercury, or you're rising in Gemini, you got reversed Prince of Cups. Reversed. Oh, somebody had this in reverse as well. The last reading I made over the computer. So Prince of Cups reversed means that you are misunderstanding, misjudging, or misusing or misvaluing new external ways to deal or use new emotions, feelings, dreams, and imagination. So the Mercury in retrograde is awakening some old moments within you, but as a Gemini mutable air, you will transmute that into new feelings, into new emotional states, and you are misunderstanding it or misvaluing it or misusing it. Let's move on to the Cancers. I don't like the Cancer word. We have to get another name. Let's call it Cardinal Water for the time being. We could call it just Crab. Let's go. Cardinal Water, aka Cancer, aka Crab. Let's move on. If you have the Sun, the Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, because Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, if you have any of those in Cardinal Water, you are opposing the Mercury retrograde in Gemini. So I feel that you're gonna be forced to, you have to deal with this, and being forced is just like your reaction to it. To deal with the Six of Swords, alright? Which is you have to bring power, control, attention, and authority to your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own relationships, your own communications, your own ways to analyze the world, and to your mind in general. Okay? Bring power, control, attention, and authority to your own mind, not to your partner's, boss, worker, co-worker mind or relationships. Alright? Don't go cheating. Don't go cheating. Moving on to Leos. That's funny because I have a friend, he's called Leo. No, he's a Leo and he's called Leandro. And his father is actually an Aquarius with the same name though. Leo. And it's funny because then my father wasn't a Leo and I'm an Aquarius. So that's that opposition. Leo goes with a yellow. A little yellow. Can we see the yellow? Ooh, I don't know if you can see the yellow. Can we see the yellow by far away? I don't know, maybe an orange here is better. Or like more orangey yellow. No, that's too orange. No, this is too orange. I think he... Yeah, I think we can see this better. Alright. So, if you got your sun, moon, or rising in Leo, that means that you are misunderstanding this, not Neptune, this Mercury in retrograde, okay? So you might be reacting in the wrong way. You might be using these old, new thoughts about practicality and stability, and you got the Two of Cups as well. That's actually cool. Oh, but this might be a misunderstanding. You might get too emotional and too attached to a relationship or a communication or a sign of love or a gesture of attention, and they might be trying to use you for their own means, for their own fulfillment, and they don't really care about you. But on the positive side, if you know what you're doing, you can find very deep spiritual and emotional relationships. Next, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. That's it. Virgo. And Virgo here takes the light green. Can we see the light green? I think we can see the light green. Virgo. So, if you have the sun, your moon, your rising, or your Mercury in Virgo, because Mercury rules Virgo, you are trining as well, like Taurus, this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So this means that you have a gift to initiate or to create new ways to associate, to share, and to compromise your own physical circumstances with new situations out of old situations. Oh, don't do that. I mean, it might be beneficial, right? That's up to you to decide. Ooh. Oh, that's cool though. Ace of Swords, that means that you are experiencing or you are creating right now a very unique, powerful, and individual way to think, communicate, and analyze. Or you might be being rocked to sleep. You are might being casted a spell on. You might be getting robbed blind by somebody that has a very unique, powerful, sophisticated way to think, communicate, and analyze. Or you are involving yourself with a relationship that has a very powerful way to think, communicate, and analyze. Or you will experience a very unique and powerful conversation. Or you might be giving all of yourself to get what was once upon a time a new, unique relationship or way to think and communicate back, practicing some necromancy, because that's what necromancy is bringing back a situation, a feeling, or a thought. Thinking about some good food though, Virgos, you guys. I scented, yeah, that I scented some good smells, exciting but comforting smells, warm and crispy smells, and I imagined a pizza with a lot of tomatoes in the oven. So you Virgos will be cooking a very exciting and juicy awareness of your surroundings, mentalities, and relationships. Because pizza is a very spiritual meal, because that is a concept. Somebody had that idea, right? So the space where that idea came from, it was a space of total awareness, a 360 full of things. But other than that, my Taurus moon ass being spiritual about some food. That's real Hierophant shit. Libra. Libra pink. This is more salmon. Can do. So Libras, if you have Libra Sun, Libra Moon, a Libra Rising, a Libra Venus, or a Libra Saturn, because Saturn is exalted in Libra, you are squaring and a bit scattered about this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. So you gotta learn with your past moments and past thoughts and past relationships how to create or deal with moments where you created new ways to be practical, new responsibilities, or new contracts. New responsibilities that you can't escape without feeling damaged or like weird and cringy. That means you are too attached. Too much. Oh, let's go. We have a card. Ooh, 8 of Pentacles. That means that you might feel or you might actually be stuck in a physical loop. You might be stuck in a loop of responsibilities, pressure, and bullshit. Or you might be, on the positive side, on a pool of jewels, on a loop of gold, on a pool of sapphires. But remember, that shit is hard. Don't just dive in, okay? Or you might have found some great physical support that is stable and you can feel like that, or you can think that you will feel and be like that for a long time, or for sufficient enough long time to make you feel comfortable and supported right now. Okay? Next, after Libra comes perhaps the most misunderstood sign, Scorpio. Scorpio must take that deep blue, my boy, opposing my moon and all. Scorpio. So, if you have Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising, Scorpio Mars, or Scorpio Pluto, because Pluto co-rules Scorpio, and if you have Uranus in Scorpio, because Uranus is exalted in Scorpio as well. So Scorpio and Aquariuses are the only ones that have 4 influences. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, it's co-ruled by Pluto, and Uranus is exalted there. So it's 3 influences, not 4, my bad. Then Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, co-ruled by Uranus, and Mercury is exalted in there. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios, 10 of Pentacles, you are sextiling this Saturn, Saturn. Okay. So you are feeling, because it's a sextile with the Saturnian energy, and that's 10 of Pentacles. That's too much pressure, too much limits. You might have a lot of limits towards your deep desires or feeling of privacy and security, Scorpios. Alright, don't stress too much about that. You are already in a scenario-driven, scenario birth out of stress. Okay? Because it's too much earth, or you feel too much pressure, you feel too much responsibility, but with great responsibility comes great pressure. Great power. With great responsibility comes great power. Okay? And what I want to say, my advice for you is to descend a little bit from your desires and how you were feeling until right now, and observe these circumstances with calm, security, and make the right choice for your stable future. Okay? Don't go after the desire and don't go out of a circumstance because of a desire. Make sure it makes sense and make sure it's beneficial for you and for your goals. Moving on from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Wait, it's not with two T's, is it? Oh wait, and that's not what I want to. Hold on. Nah, I think it's not with two T's. That's crazy. So Sag here can be a very bright orange or a lighter purple. And that's what we used for Leo. So let me see. This sounds nice. No, this is nicer. Yeah, that sounds nice. That's actually one of my favorite colors. A light purple. My favorite color is purple and red. And also like green. I mean, I like all the colors, but I like more purple. So Sagittarius, if you have a Sag Sun, Moon, Rising, or Jupiter, you have a fatal attraction. I've been saying this a lot in my readings, that you Sages are misunderstanding Capricorn, which is not true. You guys are fatal attracting Capricorn. What does that mean? For right now, means that you are separating from old ways to think, communicate, and analyze with this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. And also, you are getting away from old ways to think and communicate, so you can realize or use or focus in unique, powerful, very fresh, very straight from the spiritual realm ways to think, communicate, and analyze. Moving on from Sagittarius to Capricorn. What color do we give Capricorn? I want like a bit of a dirtier green, but I'm not really finding it. We can make it. Yeah, that's a good color for Capricorn. Kind of blue, kind of green, kind of purple. You know what I'm saying? Kind of brown, kind of gray. Capricorn, if you have a Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, or Saturn, you are experiencing this the most. Okay? Or people are thinking about you, thinking about your past stuff, or they want you back. Or they want your money back. Money back, money back. Boom. For you guys, King of Cups. So you have great emotional support to give. Make sure you give that great emotional support to the right people, places, things, relationships, dreams, illusions, and imaginations. Don't go straight ahead and give this great emotional support to past relationships or to past stuff. Gotta make sense, but you gotta make sense spiritually, emotionally. Is it profitable for your sense of comfort and abundance? Is it comfortable for your spiritual security and safety? Because it's King of Cups and you are a Capricorn, so you need to bring some. And there is Sun, Mercury, Retro, Venus, and Pluto right now, so you need to balance a little bit with water, with the cardinal water, the holy water. Okay, so make sure to give this great emotional support to somebody else that can support you as well, in different ways, but as well. Moving on to Aquarius. Microphone head, Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we give to Aquarius? Because we already used the very light blue for cardinal water. Oh, have you used this color? Hold on. Cancers and Aquarius misunderstanding each other even in the color. Oh no, you use this for cardinal water. We use that for Gemini. Okay, that's not that. No. Okay, that's cool. Can we see that though? Can we see Aquarius? Oh, I don't know. It's a long word. That's what she said. Aquarius, sapiosexual. We can down here. Aquarius really gotta be different, bro. Aquarius really gotta be different. God damn it. The only sign, the only word that is in the bottom of the screen from the whole reading. Goddamn Aquarius. So if you got an Aquarius sun, if you got an Aquarius moon, if you got an Aquarius rising, if you got an Aquarius Mercury, or if you got an Aquarius Saturn, or if you got an Aquarius Uranus, this part of the reading, this card right now is for you. You are fatal attracting this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, so you are feeling more private, more insecure, more internal, and more I'm still getting ready, I'm still building this up about past moments or about present moments or very recent moments where you had to create or you were forced to create new ways to be or feel stable and secure in your life. Whoa, no. 3 cards, no, that's too much. That's too much. We're not in Pisces right now, it's Aquarius, okay? Alright, Princess of Wands. Who got Princess of Wands? It wasn't... No, it was for today's reading, actually. The Princess of Wands. Okay, what does that mean for you, Aquarius, is that you are creating or remembering or realizing, because sometimes we already have that new spaceship, that new way to be or to see or to feel, but we don't realize it or we don't fully trust it. But you are realizing that you have a new way or new ways to feel about yourself, to express your feelings, or to internally deal with excitement, intention, creativity, and spirituality. And lastly, but not least, beautiful power S, power in the P, Pisces or Pisces. Deep purple. Let's go. Fit right in the Pisces. Let's go. So, if you got Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, a Pisces Jupiter, or a Pisces Neptune, you are sextiling Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. You might sleep a lot, more than usual. You can have more time, or you can feel you have more ability to make sense out of your literal dreams or daydreams or objective physical dreams using the physical part of Capricorn. And you have an opportunity to create or to associate your dreams and illusions to past moments where you created new ways to feel or be stable and secure. We got two cards. Yeah, it's Pisces. Okay, we got two cards. Okay, first, reversed 10 of Wands. So it's a lot of creativity, passion, a lot of spirituality, a lot of visions, a lot of imaginations, a lot of expressions, a lot of wanting, a lot of feeling, a lot of desire, a lot of many things. Make sure to see and feel very clearly, because this is in reverse. So you might be misunderstanding all of this. This might be making you see cloudly and misunderstanding the retrograde Mercury in Capricorn, or just this might make you misunderstand life in general. And then you have the Four of Wands. That means that you want to, or you're going to be forced to, or you are already doing this, which is making sense, thinking, communicating, analyzing, and being more structured about your spirituality, your feelings, your imaginations, your creativity, how you express yourself, how you see yourself, and how you feel about yourself when you see yourself, or when you imagine yourself expressing yourself, mainly in those past scenarios and past moments. And most likely this is a consequence from all that flunked outness. But you are Pisces, you thrive in the flunked outness, you make business, you open shop and make millions in the flunked outness. That's why it's powerful, power in the P. Alright guys, and that's it, that's all for today. Press that like button if you enjoyed. Book a reading with me, either tarot, either astrology, or both. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions, a whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Go, dive deep into your past, but in order to make sense and bring some stability back into your life, or just not back, just into your life. Alright?